You know, Smashers, am I right?
I know. Wall was important.
So, I mean, we're getting into it. We're getting into our first of 2 winners quarterfinals matches. Both have been set up. Both are ready to go. And now Jakal and Mateo are getting right and rolling with just how you expect, I would feel like, Mamba. Just like Jakal immediately getting into each other's face, getting into that mid-range, and using each of their individual character speed and strengths to start getting things going. Jakal, of course, at the immediate advantage, but these nairs are no joke.
These nairs are going to be really what separates Mateo from just like another Palu, I think. Just because getting stuff off on Jakal is hard enough as it is, and getting that percent is just going to be so important later on in the stock.
For sure. As we see the grab come in, trying to stop Mateo from exclusively being in the air. Oh, that up tilt was a great idea, excuse me, from on the part of Jakal, but he's not able to close out the stock until that very moment. The missed recovery, unfortunately, from Mateo.
It's hard as Mateo here because you can't do a lot of your normal like approach options, right? Like you can't really go for nair a lot because you get beat out. You have to deal with those distracts. But
the crispy movement, though, trying to see if that has any sort of payoff, and it might not with the explosive flame and unable to get the follow-up. Mateo still behind the 8 ball. That down tilt was so good on the part of Jakal. Just these little pokes in order to try and set up. And we'll see if he's able to get any sort of payoff. Another down tilt. We're set up for a back throw. Yeah, it is. Nothing yet, though.
I feel like Mateo is a little scared of Jakal at ledge here.
You know, when you're getting down smashed, and that's just like a nice reminder of like down smash at ledge is really good. Okay, bye, Jakal.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
That's you know, unfortunate, I guess. And if you're Mateo, you take that to the bank, instantly doing 50. And more, and climbing. See if this ledge trap has anything to do with it. The slingshot forward air, but not able to get anything going. Not able to keep Jakal on ledge, but you're getting plenty going.
I feel like back air would be a lot better in some of the situations where Mateo's throwing out nair and fair. I don't know if that's like,
It's interesting because like from a frame data and like from a safety perspective, yes.
But getting in that position is going to be much difficult.
For sure. Like
so
that's the game you play. And
yeah.
Wolf is having the speed, king of repositioning, king of finding the timings and covering that consistent timing from Mateo. Teleport to ledge, teleporting into nair. Jakal with the 2 stock.
Going to battlefield for game 2. I like that.
I am also a fan.
I like that. You know, historically a good stage for Palu, but I think especially now he needs something he's a little bit more comfortable on after getting thrashed game 1 like that.
Yeah, it's certainly tough, but at least in Battlefield you are consuming more space with your own like more lingering buttons, like those meaty aerials like Nair are going to have a lot more value. Your teleport cancel is going to have a lot more flexibility. This generally is just such a strong Palutena stage, but equally as good for Wolf in a lot of key ways. I mean, Wolf likes to move, and the more instances where you can get Wolf to refresh his double jump is more instances where you can get Wolf to use his double jump offensively, which is scary.
Yeah, you don't want to. It's just a scary character. This is just like a very, as we were saying earlier, very neutral-heavy matchup where you don't want to let either one of these characters get started, because if they get started, it could spell disaster.
100% agree. And disaster we may see wrought upon Mateo if that fair from ledge would have led to anything. Fortunately, if Mateo is not going to go down easy, and I would far expect it from him. We're trying to see if one of these backers can close it out. The nair to cover himself, though. Mateo hunting and searching. Oh, a great mix-up with the ledge trump. Doing such an excellent job of baiting that out, even from a slow pace middle section into that option. Still got to find ways to close down stocks, but at the very least, you still have some tricks up your sleeve to take over this game. Then spot dodge as well. The neutral air covering still has his jump. Doesn't even need to use it.
Going for that down smash to cover, I think, a neutral ghetto, but I'm not getting it.
Not been finding as of yet. And Mamba, we're really seeing Mateo like find success. Oh, find success in an SD for Jakal, able to instantly have a lead, and also find success in the counter hit meta. Like just, I'm going to play out of shield. I'm going to play around ledge, and maybe even find a dare there. Not gonna go for it, but just able to match damage for damage and take hit for hit is really important. So good, in fact, that Jakal decides to take a page, play out of shield with that up smash, bringing us to an even game last stock.
Kind of scary for Mateo. Kind of, you know, because you got the
damage.
You got damage.
It's scary in both ways, right? Like, but now we're past the ultimate percent, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I did my 0 to 40. You did your 0 to 40. Now let's really start to analyze it and figure out what strengths do I have over you, what strengths do you have over me. And Mateo has been really winning at ledge recently, like being able to get by Jakal's own ledge traps while also taking advantage of his own. Thanks to a lot of the threat of these high teleport recoveries, Jakal's snuffing that one out though. Let's see if they're able to blend in, or see how far this game goes down the rabbit hole before this final stock gets dropped. The grab coming in from Jakal. Let's see what we got here, Mamba.
I think not able to get that up air. That might have been crucial.
Oh, last stock situation. Oh, the tri-state twister. Taking the game, it does. The back throw. Again, Mateo saving a couple reads until the very end of a couple stocks, and it pays off in spades with both a ledge trump and a back throw. Brings us to game 3 and brings us right back to Pokemon Stadium 2. Jakal ready instantly with that counter pick.
I wonder how Mateo is going to adapt in this game 3 compared to how he played in game 1, because game 1 wasn't that great for Mateo.
No. Game 1 was a tough one, but sometimes you got to take your licks, and it paid off in spades. And that back air tripped and led into just some really big damage. 42 in a very nice way. Unable to get the Moxie chain grab, but which is late dash attack regrab. But for anyone that doesn't know, enlightening people, little things have names, and it's important. But we're seeing Mateo play with a lot more confidence and play with a lot more. I mean, it had been something in pools, like playing with that sense of comfort. Like, oh, game 1, take my licks, but now I'm in the groove. And we'll see how far the groove can take him, but before it gets thrown off by one of Jakal's aerials from ledge. Something he's been doing quite a bit, right, Mamba?
Yeah. I mean, Mateo's just playing this so well right now, and just playing a lot more comfortably and a lot more secure in his own style, and just doing what he needs to do, securing kills like that.
He's too clean, Mamba. He's too clean. The layers and the control over the space whenever Jakal has grabbed a ledge is just so good. Establishing the threat with a ledge trump, catching a neutral getup and that counterplay with the back throw, then turning that on its head by a chase down from a jump. Mateo has just one step ahead, one layer beyond what Jakal's really ready to expect. And he's got a stock lead to prove it now, trying to take the upset over the 1 seed of this bracket.
If anyone can do it, it is Mateo.
For sure. I mean,
this is not Mateo. It is the best Palu in New Jersey for a reason, and he's definitely showing it now.
And he's really making a case for more than just best Palu in New Jersey, for whatever case that you want to make it in. It's here to stay, and there's plenty to back it up. Just flat out mixing and outplaying Jakal with yet another turnaround. Not gonna do it though.
Almost.
The forward tilt from after a roll on does take it for Jakal. They're in a little bit of a rabbit hole, but Wolf can do plenty of damage. Damage output is not Wolf's problem. it's going to be closing out the stock as an instant 50 gets added on to Mateo, putting on more, but the back air whiffs in exchange. Mateo lands his own bear. Yeah, Jakal's not slowing down any sort of pressure, though. Okay. Sometimes that can function as your own kind of DPS option. Like, I'm landing, invincible back air, boosh. Literally throw at the base, no treble.
This is kind of running away from Jakal right now.
A little bit. Like, we're seeing the speed at which Mateo plays, and we're seeing the flexibility that Palutena can offer now that Mateo has that confidence, ready and willing to play.
This is just pretty much Mateo just needs to hold true to what he's been doing that has been working. He doesn't have to play risky. He doesn't have to play crazy right now. He can just do what he needs to do, and I think he wins this.
Yeah, and it's not even like a bear it out kind of moment, because a great overshoot from Jakal there makes the spacing on back air a little unsafe, allowing for that up smash. But you cannot let it falter here. Mateo has found a lot of success off of forward airs, looking for the counter there, missing, but the tech roll in was such a good option. Careful.
Ooh.
Don't want to die to an SD. This back throw, is that going to do it, really?
No.
Okay.
A little too early for that to work, but the next one will definitely do it.
He looked for another one immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, he's dashing.
Hungry for this kill. You got to be careful, though.
I mean, we know what Jakal wants. We're at 60%. We're looking for, we saw it a little earlier, got to be careful of down throw flash. Of course, that's a knowledge check. But fair flash, absolutely true. If you even find a way to get back onto stage, that explosive flame, we saw Jakal just fast fall straight into it. I wonder if the reflector was